Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Check out the channel. And welcome back to a Money Talk Monday. Oh man. Whew, the breath control is crazy out here, man. I just ran up the stairs because at the last minute I realized I had to get something to drink, like some water and some Snapple and get some crackers because, like I said, I'm coming from work. I had some other stuff to do, and I just had to get the stuff ready. So, but we on time. You know I'm always on time. Shout out to Checking Effect here in the building. I see you, man. Listen. No offense, but I always try to start off with no offense because this Money Talk Mondays is not going to be directed at anyone, but it is going to come off as it is. So I wanted to get that out first, and I wanted to say, let me turn this heat down first because I don't want to hit the sound. All right, that's cool. I'm gonna go straight in. Okay, so I was watching, and I got this concept because shout out to headliner Mike Gardner from Miami. As you guys know, I got my condo in South Beach, so I'm always back and forth to Miami, and I'm getting to network with people. And I seen headliner, who's one of the biggest promoters. He runs Live, and he was getting interviewed by, I don't know this guy's name, but it was a good interview. It was on Instagram, and he was like, "When you were younger, what mattered more to you, money or your brand?" And I was like, "Wow." For me, it was easy. For me, it was brand. It was always brand. But to hear other people's opinions, I was like, "Wow, that's crazy." Like headliners at first said it was the money first, and then it was the brand because you got to get your money right. And then I recollected something my grandfather told me a long time ago. My grandfather said, "One day one day you're going to make a lot of money. It's what you do with that money that determines who you are." I thought about it. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." But I felt a different way, just a little slight different way. And this is how I feel. You're going to make money. One day you're going to make money and you're going to have an amazing life. But who you are is determined not by what you do with the money, but how you made the money. Now, for everyone that comes from different backgrounds, we're all going to have different perspectives on what is right, what is wrong, what is integrity, and what is not integrity. So this is just coming from my perspective. I'm gonna shout everybody else out in the room. We're gonna get back into it. Travel Addict, what's going on, man? Brandon Banks, what it do? Like I said, Checking Effect in the building. Dog Nuts, what's up? What's up? Flyboy, my G. Chad, pushing P. I literally I don't know where I was at. I read that definition. Now I'm completely confused. It was weird. I gotta read that definition again, man. All right, so check this out. On YouTube, first. Let me start off with this. Let me share the screen because I think this is a important detail to share with you guys, so that we can go into conversation about it. And you guys ask any questions. Like I said, for the first 30 minutes, we're going to talk about this topic, and then after that, we can share other things. Okay, on YouTube, as a YouTube creator, rather, you have different options, and we talked about this before a long time ago. But you have different options. You can go with what's trending to become a top YouTube person with a lot of subscribers, a lot of views, and that leans more towards being advertiser suitable. For those that don't know what advertiser suitable means, let me break it down a little bit for you guys because I know not everybody here is aware of how YouTube works, and I think that's a big factor in explaining this. YouTube pushes out content that is advertiser suitable because YouTube is a business. The point of a business is profit. Yes, businesses have morality. They have to have business ethics. They teach all that in school, but at the end of the day, businesses are built for profit. On YouTube, the videos that get pushed out the most are advertiser suitable videos. So if your video is not advertiser suitable, it's less likely to get pushed out. Now, what advertiser suitable once again means is that the content on it isn't um uh for all intents and purposes girls shaking their butts. It isn't shocking film, which I've learned could be just talking about history like slavery, or talking about history like the Holocaust, or talking about anything that can resemble a bad time for any particular group of people on YouTube is considered shocking content, and they won't push that out either. Um, Also, if you're talking about any, whether it's a sexuality, whether it's a gender, if you're mentioning any of this stuff, odds are your video will be not advertising suitable. And if you don't have a high platform, and here's another one that is going to be controversial, I'm going to say, if you are talking positively about certain things, it can be a hindrance also. Um, and that's when it comes in brand versus money. For me, like I said, I'm always going to choose the brand, because at the end of the day, when I started my YouTube 14 years ago, 13 years ago, something like that, I decided if I'm going, I wanted to be the solution. How do I word this? Hold on a second. Um, I wanted to be the change that I wanted to see. I decided that I'm going to be the change that I want to see. What change did I want to see? I wanted to see people who got a platform that helped other people who they didn't know. Who, as you can see on my channel, you'll see me putting other people on. Like I was just Royal Walker. I was just showing his content. You see me doing interviews with people. That was part of my brand. That is part of my brand. I wanted to be this person who, when I got the platform, I wasn't going to just go for the money, because for me, like I said, you're going to make money. It's how you make the money. And also, actually, next to my grandfather, is also what you do with the money that determines who you are. At the end of the day, you're going to make money. So on YouTube, there's going to be a lot of creators who you kind of can see leaning more towards the money, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want people to come off thinking that I'm saying, oh, that's totally wrong. No, it's just not wrong. But I feel as though, you know, as a black man from Newark, New Jersey, I wanted to do something different. And it's coming to a point now where it's like, all right, people would like really not die, not say per se die, but people would really do a lot to get 30,000 subscribers, to get 40,000, 50,000 subscribers. And some people will say, you know what, I'm wasting my platform because I could be making so much more money just putting out the content that you guys and a lot of people want to see. Like, shout out to Zoom for Thailand. Shout out to Zoom to Thailand. I told you guys I really like Zoom to Thailand. I like his editing. I like the fact that he's actually going to open the doors for a lot of us. Like, the doors have been open. He's going to open the doors a lot more for us because of the fact that he's already a celebrity, and he's going to bring people in. When he brings people in, it's going to give us the opportunity to see all of us even more, right? But here's a little thing about that though. That when you unless you have a major platform already, you won't be able to pull that off just regularly, man. It's tough. It's tough. But at the end of the day, I think you got to really focus on your brand. I mean, if you guys got any other ideas, let me know. But you got to focus on your brand because, like I said, the money's going to come. Like, you guys know me. I got places, I got houses already. I got cars, I got clothes and stuff. All that is temporary, man. Let me see. Call me Tiffik. What's going on? Dart 10, what's up, man? Oh, M. Sean, what's going on, man? She says, "Why is positive content not marketable?" Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just know how my channel has been reacting to the content that I put out. So let's say I put out content about a Black experience, as Black meaning not just Black American, but Black meaning universal Black. I put out content on YouTube as a Black experience. For example, the Caribbean Carnival and the Caribbean Parade in New York City, right? Positive experience. Everyone's having fun. Caribbean festival. The dance comes from the culture. It's a lot of hip shaking. It's a lot of skimpy. Well, not skimpy. It's a lot of designer outfits that show a lot of skin, and that's positive content. It's showing the culture of Black people from around the world. But YouTube will say that that is not monetizable because the people, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, the people who run YouTube, shout out to Susan Wojcicki, and the people who run YouTube are not from that culture. They're not from the Black culture. So in their culture, this type of apparel is not suitable for everyone. This type of dancing and stuff like that is not suitable for everyone. And it's even outside of just the Black culture. If we talk about the Latin American culture, like a lot of people see that it's a positive thing if I go to Carnival and I show Barranquilla and I show Rio de Janeiro. But here's the thing. If I show that, it becomes demonetizable because the people who judge the content, whether or not you can get is advertising suitable or not, their list of requirements for something to be advertised suitable doesn't include people of other cultures. It's like even when you have people from the culture judging it, as far as let's say there's a Black or Caribbean or Latina or Latino person judging the video that I record in Rio de Janeiro at the carnival, at the Samba Drone, they're not the ones that have the authority to determine which rules they have to follow. It's the people above them, and the people above them are not of our culture. So because they're not of our culture or of the Latin culture or of Indian Native, the Caribbean culture, because they're not of the culture, that positive message can just be put down. Now put up a video about shooting at a Caribbean festival and you'll do numbers. Yes, Greg. Yes. I mean, I've accepted it though, because this is the way it is. Like I said, in the beginning, I'll say it again. YouTube is about profit. Yes, they still have business ethics and stuff, but at the same token, you can't, and this is kind of the situation I said before when there was people saying bad things about Black women. I'm not going to say names. You can't expect someone who's not from the culture to understand, interpret the culture in a way that's positive, that we explain that we're from the culture. So, like I said, this is why I feel as though this is why, even though my channel has about what 36,000 subscribers right now, I think I have like 36,000 subscribers right now, but I have videos that have more than 500,000 views. But it won't get pushed out. Like I have videos that, you know what? It's easier to just show you guys and ladies, rather than just talk about it. So let's go to my YouTube page. How about that? How about that? All right, so check this out. And I'm trying to get this monetized, so I'm not gonna probably be able to play them. You have to check them out for your own self. I'll go to my channel, right? And let's say I go down to all right, so let's say I go to Black Man's Guide, right? Let's just show the Black Man's Guide. All right. Boom. Okay, so as time changes, like I said, and this is all going into me choosing my brand over the money. I don't want to talk too bad about people choosing the money over the brand, which is the reason why I'm focusing on telling you about me choosing my brand over the money. As time passed by, when the Black Man's Guide occurred, I started getting better. My first Black Man's Guide video was Rio de Janeiro. Instantly, this this got banned. Why? Because it had women dancing in it. It had, you know, bikinis and stuff. So I started to understand and adjust, right? No bikinis. Got it. No zooming on on butt shots and nothing like that. Understood. Understood. So then my next one I did was Cuba. Now Cuba took off. Cuba right now has like 250,000, 290,000 views. It took off. It was flying. I understood I understood what parts. I understood what part of the black culture that YouTube, the higher ups, did not feel as though was advertiser suitable. So I adjusted it. That's why, whereas Brazil only has about 80,000 views, Cuba now has 250. But the issue was, once it hit 200,000 views, it got flagged. Why did it get flagged? Because one, a lot of people they flag you because they don't like the fact that, you know, I'm telling them, I'm giving the information to everyone. And two, once they flagged it, YouTube found the part where it was two women dancing, although they were in like they were in like I want to say they were in underwear, but it was more like bikinis. And it was more like it wasn't like a skin showing thing. It was like a big underwear. So when they was dancing in that, YouTube found it and they flagged it. It hit 200 and then it hit 250 and then YouTube flagged. And once YouTube flags it for non-advertiser suitable, it goes down. It goes down. Now, mind you, this is all part of the culture. My channel is showing people the black perspective, which is our culture, which falls into a situation when they determine what is monetizable and what's not, and they're not from the culture, then you kind of whitewash. Or, I mean, for those that don't know what whitewashing is, I'll give you the definition, because I understand some of the terminology I'm using, not everybody knows. So let's go to the definition. Definition of whitewash. All right, here we go. I said it wrong. Whitewash. Okay. Deliberately attempting to conceal unpleasant or incriminating facts about someone or something. Uh, is that the right thing? Okay, here we go. It's a better definition here. Or dealing with a way attempts to, more recently, the word whitewash has become with terms of casting a white actor to play a character of color. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to break it down for you what I mean by whitewash a little bit in my terminology. When you whitewash a black cultural event, you basically take away from what you feel as though it's not advertiser suitable, and you put out what you feel as though is. When you do that, you take away from the culture. So when YouTube, and I say, I'm trying not to say anything. No offense, but hmm, I'm trying not to say this. Okay, my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm just gonna say this is my opinion. No offense, but this is my opinion. So let's say YouTube pushes out content and says, okay, we're doing stuff. This is hypothetically speaking. Let's say YouTube pushes out content and says, we're going to do stuff for the black creator. We're going to do stuff for the black artist. We're going to do stuff for the black producer. Right? And then the people who judge these, the people who pick out these people for the world to see, are going by the guidelines that YouTube set. Well, then it whitewashes the culture. And then they put the culture out to the world to say, hey, this is what we consider based on what they give the optic that it's based on what the world thinks, but it's not. It's based on the standards that the people who are not from the culture set. So it's kind of like, once again, it's kind of like you whitewash the culture. Say, okay, we want this part of the culture to get out. We don't want all of the culture to get out. We want this part of the culture to get out to the world, right? So this part of the culture goes out to the world, and YouTube has a huge platform. So now when you take away from the parts that are like the Caribbean parade, you take away from the parts that are like dancing in the clubs, or maybe might be like a right wing or left wing opinion, and you put everything in the middle, it gives a false narrative of what the black culture is. So that's another reason why I stick so hard to my brand, even though I know it's costing me a lot of money. Last month I made, and I'm gonna tell you guys, last month, because you guys only 28 people here. Last month I made $1,300 off of YouTube, right? I dropped a video that had 100,000 views in less than a month, or in a month, not less than a month, in a month, and I made $1,300 off of it. It didn't get promoted more because I made 100,000 views in less than a month, only with 36,000 subscribers. But you know why? Because I titled it "The Black Man's." In my opinion, you know why? Because I titled it "The Black Man's Guide to Medellin, Colombia." If I had titled this guide "The Man's Guide," not even a man's guide, the travel guide to Medellin, Colombia, this would be a million view video. But that would also be a form of whitewashing what it really is. And like I said, when you make money outside of YouTube, or you make money outside of uh having to entertain people or please people, you kind of stick more with the brand in that. Let me see your question. I know I've been talking for a while. I just wanted to get off my chest. And I mean, I figure the Money Talk Mondays is the best time to do it. You know what I mean? It was the best time to do it because on the Money Talk Mondays, it's like we got to get to a point where even though money is very important, I don't feel as though you should let money control you, because when you let money control you, it's kind of like what they did in hip hop. I don't know if a lot of people are older. Anybody born in the 80s, I was born in the 80s, or anybody born before me. In hip hop, there was a point in the beginning, like because I do research. I always do research before I talk. In hip hop, there was a point where the message was positive. It was about uplifting. It was, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the change now, but what I'm saying is that the people at the higher ups had the ability to whitewash it, to make it less about promoting uplifting your community and talking about a bad situation and how you get out of a bad situation, to what it is today. What it is today, I still like it. I still jam to the beach. The beach is still anything, but I don't want them to do that to YouTube. I don't want them to do that to the travel community, and I don't want them to do that to just the black message. And that's why I'm so focused on sticking to my brand and not worried about the money, because I just see hip hop happening all over again with the YouTube, and YouTube and black, and the black community in YouTube. I see this whole saga of hip hop happening again, meaning that it starts with uplifting. All this stuff comes, and then you have a hierarchy of people who come in. They add a whole bunch of money to it. They say, "Hey, we don't want you to uplift your own community or uplift people with your message. We want you to talk about the flashy stuff you got." There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying how I don't want YouTube to turn into the same situation. Whereas maybe you're not talking about the fashion stuff, but we want everybody to be a comedian. We want everybody to do pranks. We want everybody to do couple channels. And I don't want the black community of YouTube to turn into that, because it'd be like just repeating what happened to hip hop. So, I stick, and I might be the only one. I'm not saying it's probably other people out there, but even if I'm the only one, I'm just going to be the only one who stands up for that. Shadow ban, yeah. I don't like to even though I would say shadow ban sometimes, I try not to use terms that other people use, because what happens is that then you get somebody who really can't explain it, and then they make the whole term seem bad. You know what I mean? And like, especially if you don't have the power of knowing or proving how they do it, then I try not to say it. Andre from Love Crossing Borders, what's going on? What's going on? Andre and Andrea. I hope you guys going to Carnival. You know, I heard Carnival's still going. Shout out to Social Light Skin. He said he's gonna be at Carnival this year too. Bridge on Top. Let me see. They don't promote that thing. They don't wait. They promote thing. Wait, oh my god. They promote thing that acceptable to Middle America. Okay, I can understand. I guess that's just a. What up? It's just crazy though, because here's the thing. Let me show you the top, and I'll put this out too. Yeah, let me show you guys the top. I had a definition right. Top YouTube video categories. Okay. Popular videos. That might work a little bit. Let's see. See if we can zoom in real quick. Nope, nope, nope. How to? I gotta find. I had it before. But we're not even gonna go too much into that, man. I don't want to bring that up too much. So let me put the screen back on here. Get to your questions. We 25 minutes in. This might be an early live. I wanted to kind of get that off my chest because it was a Monday Talk Monday. I couldn't see another day to think about doing that. But welcome back, welcome back. I gotta figure out what that says, man. Global paper, Brazil to die, models and bottles, investment to die, and rooftops for life. Backpack Mo says, good message. You're not the only one, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, definitely, Mo. I see that. Like, even when it comes to like even simple things, like it's so crazy, man. But I appreciate that, Mo. When are you going to do a meet and greet with your fans? Oh, I don't have any fans. That's the one big thing I try to tell everybody. I don't have fans. I have supporters. Supporters, because a fan blows hot air on you when it's hot, and that doesn't do anything. A supporter is someone who helps you out just by either sending your stuff out or just watching. But I don't have meet and greets, but what I do is when I travel somewhere, I let people know, and I run into people all the time. Like, honestly, I ran into like 4 people or 5 people that watched the channel when I was down in South Beach, Miami last week. And I introduced them. I mean, we talked, we sat there, kicked it for a minute. I put them on the video. That's the whole thing. I'm approachable because I'm just the average guy. I'm not some big time celebrity who forgets who he is, or most people know my story. So if you see me on the street, you can come up to me, talk to me. I'll sit and we'll talk for a little bit. If I'm going somewhere, I say, I'm about to go to this club later. We can link up. And that's how I interact. I don't really have a sit down meet and greet. We're going to Brazil and South. Okay. Oh, so you're gonna go even though the carnival in Brazil and Rio are closed, they're supposed to still be having like little parties and stuff. So you guys should have a good time, man. Yeah, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't want to get into too much because I really like, regardless of. All right, now I'm gonna say this because we go a little longer. Regardless of what's happening, and for you guys that don't know, I applied for this program they have on YouTube, which is called YouTube Black, where they introduce black creators to black artists, and black producers, I believe, to like the world, because like I said, it's very hard for us to get our message out because of this whole system that they have. And they keep saying that the algorithm is not racist. I don't like using the racist term. They keep saying that the algorithm is a computer. It can't be racist. But what they're not saying is that the people who put the algorithm in that says, hey, this is not advertising suitable, if they're not from your culture, it might not be racist, but it can be prejudice against your culture by not allowing stuff from your culture that they don't understand to be advertised. You know what I mean? So the algorithm can still be prejudiced to black culture, to Latin culture, because it's not put together. The algorithm is not put together by that. I mean, so, like, every video you'll see every video you see, I say 90% of them get yellow flag. Yellow flag means it's not advertising suitable. Then when they review it, about 75 to 80% of them get the green check mark, which means that they held me up for 3 days for completely no reason. But that's just how it is. It's just weird, man. I mean, I understand it. Like I said, YouTube is for profit. But like I said, I like what they're doing with the black YouTube Black thing, and that's why you see me promoting it all the time. Even though I did not get accepted, which in my head I still don't completely understand why, because as I started digging into who they accepted as other, and like I said, I'm not gonna point out any creators because they're all black. Well, black, Latin American. Some of them might not be black, but who knows? But I don't want to put down another creative. But what I will say is this: the rules that they stated with on YouTube Black that you had to have 1,000 subscribers to get. There's some creators up there that don't have 1,000 subscribers that they click for YouTube Black. So it's a lot of questions I have. It's a lot of questions I have, but I understand it. I understand it because I've been seeing how the thing works with all businesses for the longest. Let me see. Hey, my man, I'm going to be in Miami September 5th for the FAMU and Jace game. I do a YouTube channel for FAMU. We got a link. Let me see. I'll let you know if I'm going to be there. Actually, you gotta let me know around that time, man, because I only book out 2 months in advance for my trips to Miami. I go every other weekend, and I think I'm only booked to March, so I don't know about September yet. But if I am, yeah, we could, and you're in the area, we could definitely link up. I definitely want to get to like some sports games out there. Somebody said, "Have I ever been to the Miami Heat game?" I haven't been there yet. I do want to go. I might go to a football game out there also. Let me see. Greg says the algorithm is biased, not necessarily racist. Timid Google was fired for addressing the bias in Google models. Yeah, like that's what I try to tell people. Like, I don't like using the racist term because it's very hard to prove. It's very hard to prove because you got to go inside somebody's mind to prove it. But I can prove that it's bias, or maybe not prejudice, but yeah, bias because, or maybe prejudice against a culture that it doesn't understand. Because if YouTube demonetize, if YouTube puts a yellow check mark on every video that of a culture that they don't understand or they don't come from, then it makes it harder for that first, what I think, first 72 or 48 hours when the algorithm picks up a video or not. For those that don't know, let me explain to you how I don't work in YouTube, but how I've seen that the algorithm works. If your video is released today, right? For the next 2 days, YouTube tracks how the progress of that video, the like count, as well as the view count, because or like count as well as the view count and the duration, right? However, it pushes your video out more based on how it does after those first 2 days. Here's the thing. If your video is advertiser suitable, it is more likely to show that video to more of your subscribers, because YouTube doesn't show the videos to all your subscribers. It takes a sample group out, shows it to that group, and of that sample group, if the majority of people watch it, it goes down. But when your video is not advertiser suitable, that sample group becomes smaller. So whereas though you may have 10,000 subscribers, YouTube is going to normally send it out to like 2,000 and see how if they click it, if they react to it. And then of that 2,000, it'll be like, if it's not advertising suitable, you may only get sent to like 700 to 1,000, which lowers your chances, because then the less people that watch it, which is going to, some people not just normally going to click it away, the less people that watch it, the less your video get pushed out. So your video not being advertising suitable is going to mess up the fact that if it gets pushed out. Now in the future, it might get picked up, but it's rare. It's very rare. Let me see. Probably shouldn't say it now. Listen, man, there's a lot of people who say a lot worse. Like, shoot, for goodness sake, Alvin and Preach, they did an even worse one to me about the YouTube Black program. But I really believe in. Here's the thing. I know this. I feel as though I know for a fact that if you just allow, without pushing that, that's why I tag everything hashtag YouTube Black, and all my and most of my videos now, you'll see me hashtag YouTube Black. Because here's the thing again, if you allow, how do I word this correctly? If you allow a company as big as YouTube, whose parent company is Google or ABC, what's the name? If you allow the company to push out to the world what they consider Black or the Black perspective, without you putting your content out and forcing it to be connected to what they push out, then the world starts to change based on what YouTube perceives Black perspective to be. So let's say Jamal, Shaniqua, James, and Earl are the ones who pick out who who they want for YouTube Black, right? But they have to go by the guide. They have to go by the guidance. They have to go by the guidelines and guidance of what Paul, who is European, and Jimmy, who is white American, or when you have to go by the guidance what they say, right? It then gives the middle people less power. So it is what it is, man. But you gotta still, regardless of that, you still gotta push your content out. That's why this is why I preach to everybody. Whenever I meet somebody, I say, yo, start a YouTube channel. I don't care if they're like, oh, but you don't have to have the mic, you don't have to have a MacBook, you don't have to have all these cameras and drone. I preach to everybody, start a YouTube channel because I'll drop it. Because if you don't, you're not gonna like if you were from hip hop in the beginning, you definitely don't like how hip hop is now. And I don't want that to happen to YouTube. Like I said, I'm gonna drop the link now if anybody want to join in for a nice little 10 minutes, and then we'll go out. So let me drop the link. Let me see how back here. Invite. All right, StreamYard. I'll put the link in the room. My only thing is that you gotta have a camera, because a video, because or image of your face, because I heard some bad things before it happened. So I'm quick with the fingers though. There you go. Could you educate us on real estate in foreign countries? Nah, honestly, kind of crazy. I wouldn't be the person to be able to educate you because I still haven't got a property overseas yet. I can point you to the right people. If you're thinking about the DR, like Dominican Republic, I would look at KingzNDreamz. If you're looking at Colombia, like Cartagena, I would say go to Barber World TV. He just had a video with somebody who owns property in Cartagena. If you're looking at Barranquilla, Colombia, go to Ace Live. He had somebody who bought Barranquilla, property in Barranquilla. And if you're looking at Mexico, off the back I can't think about the Mexico person, but just Google it because there's a lot. I don't want to give you false information, bad information. I'll put the link in the room if you guys want to join. What's going on? King James in the building. Nice. Catch me up, people. We're just talking about basically, we're basically just talking about brand versus money because, and I stuck to what I stand for. I stand for my brand. I put my brand before the money because, like I said, my grandfather once said, it's not, you're going to get money. It's what you do with the money that determines who you are. And I added to that, and I said, you're going to get money, but it's not only what you do with the money who determines who you are, but how you make the money that determines who you are. And that's what we're going back and forth. Words of Weapons, what's going on, man? Yeah, definitely drop the link right there. Keyword optimization. The algorithm is coded, so it always depends on your audience. Unfortunately, YouTube is biased based on who watches your videos, hence why Ace Live kind of fell back on certain demographic. Yes, I understand that. I can understand. I remember when he was having that when Ace was on his channel talking about how it kept connecting his videos to other videos that may not have been as suitable. So that would kind of bring his video down because it would only send the people from their videos to his video, which blocked all things. I remember he was saying that on his channel. Like I said, it's really dope and proud to see what Ace has done because Ace still has content that links to the culture, and he tells a story, and he doesn't really focus on trying to be advertiser friendly with every video. I mean, it's family suitable, but he has a lot of videos that still touches with the culture, and that's very hard. It's very hard to get a lot of views, and it's very hard to be at that level if you don't, push the narrative that they want you to push out. So I definitely, I understand. Most definitely get a YouTube channel. It will grow. Yeah, regardless, man. Hold up. What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? Raze, what's up, man?
What up? The Fly Boy Network.
Woo, is that the 13th time world champion of the world?
Oh yeah.
Woo!
The Nature Boy.
Nature Boy replay. I see that. What's going on, man?
Yo, I've seen your work, man. The Fly Boy. I've been witnessing you for the past year, man. I haven't really hopped on your lives. So you don't really do many lives, but I've been trying to rise up in the YouTube game. And you said you dropped a link. I said, you know what? I just did a live earlier. I said I'm gonna hop on.
Wait, you got a channel?
Yeah, that's the thing. People don't know Raze, but I got a channel. But I've been witnessing you, man. I saw your Black Men's Guide to what was that? Cartagena, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that went viral. You got some new Black Men's Guide. I love Cartagena myself.
Yeah.
So, man. I see your work, man. You're doing a good job, man. And I, as a new YouTuber, I got like 1,600 subs now.
Talk.
You mentioned that you're talking about being monetized and just like the content you bring out to the people. I say let me hop on and discuss this a little bit because you are doing a good service to the people. So salute to you, man. Salute to you.
Appreciate it, man. So maybe you can tell them where you're from and what your channel is about.
Yeah, right now I'm from Brooklyn, the Matrix, aka USA.
Hey.
Unfortunately, a ducking bullets out here, the flower, and it's kind of hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my channel was about traveling abroad, Dominican Republic, Colombia. I love me some Cartagena, as people know. But yeah, all right, I'm headed back to Cartagena for Super Bowl. I just did a live talk about I'm going to Cartagena for Super Bowl. Barber World TV, yes, he is out there. I met Barber World out there like a month and a half ago. He didn't know who the hell I was. He'd be like, who are you? I would try to hop on his live. He'd be like, this guy is trying to sell him hats. I don't sell you hats. I'm not trying to sell hats. I just want to say hi. I'm Raze. I got a YouTube channel. Hi. But
you want to guys sell hats.
Yeah, but I'm just having some fun, man. Yo, you are the man, man. The Fly Boy. Wait, you are the
awesome, man.
Yes.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is you got Instagram?
Yeah. Instagram. Raze X. Raze X.
All right, add me on Instagram, and then I'm gonna add King James. You gonna stay in the room, bro. Add me on Instagram. Send me a link, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post his link at the description for this video right here, because I want to make sure you guys hit his channel up, and I'm gonna hit his channel up too after this thing goes off too. But in the meantime, let me add KingzNDreamz to the building.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
What's going on, KingzNDreamz? Just kind of what's up, man?
Colin. What's going on, gentlemen? I see you right there. I see you right there with the enjoying your Monday. Enjoying your Monday, man. Razor Rage. Is that a play on? Is that a play off of Razor Ramon?
Yes, actually it is. That's right.
Okay.
Ramon, the bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. I haven't seen wrestling in years, man. But when I used to watch it, like, oh man, yeah, it used to be my thing, man.
It was epic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I know if you see my AEW shirt. It's another AEW or Elite Wrestling. I love AEW now. That's another.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's after like the other one came was the EDW
ECW talking about
ECW.
Yeah, where they used to have yeah.
Yeah, ECW, Rob Van Dam, Sabu,
Sabu, yes, Sabu. Sabu was my guy. Like when he, I remember he did like a moonsault, or he did a moonsault, landed on the dude, and went through like 7 tables.
Woo, yeah.
This had to be like 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago. I don't even know.
Hey, GS Runner, you got to hit me up for the exact details on Uber Beats. You got to hit me up on my Instagram because I can't put that on YouTube. But you got to hit me up on Instagram and I can give you the details on the stuff. But I actually walk people through how it works. Actually, on my video, I walk through people how it works. But if you're going to Cancun, you got to hit me up. Passport stamp in the building. What's going on?
What's up, man? Pass? You already know, my brother. Hey,
now.
Hey, Pass. Guess what, man? Guess what? I will be in the building. Listen, I will be in the building. I was gonna say this on my live on Thursday, but you know what? Fly's my man, so here's the exclusive. I will be in Medellin Thursday, March 16th. Already in the building.
Woo! Listen, man, I'm hearing between Cartagena and Medellin, they got things rocking over there right now, man. Especially since Barranquilla Carnival's still going and every other carnival shut down. Man, listen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, yeah, man. So what's going on, gentlemen? What we talking tonight? What we talking, man?
All right, so basically we're just talking about if let me ask both of you guys too. We'll start with King James, as you're talking now, and then we'll go to Raze in a second. When it comes to whether it's YouTube or whether it's life, sometimes you got to choose between money and your brand. Like, let's say you're inviting artists, right? And you're a promoter and you're inviting artists to perform. You got to choose with whether you're going to network with them and just pay them more or pay them less and try to keep more money for yourself. And that's kind of like your brand would be if you paid them a lot of money and everybody likes you, but you wouldn't have much money. But you're going for the money would mean you paid them a little bit, but you kept more money for yourself. Like, money and brand always go. So, like, which way do you feel as though is more important, or
I would say probably for me, more or less the brand is more important because especially me being in the entertainment business, like a lot of these artists, they talk to each other, right? So especially like when like entertainment business, like people think like it's big, but it's not really that big. Like everybody talks to each other, so everybody, who you interact with, you have to treat them with respect. So like let's just say for an example, like an artist typically is supposed to get paid, this artist is getting paid 150,000, right? And then like I end up like shorting them and I end up giving them like 60,000, like, and I took the rest of the money for myself. Like, yeah, that's a nice flip for me, but that artist is not going to want to deal with me anymore because I'm going to get labeled as cheap, right? You know what I mean? So that's gonna mess up my brand. So like if that artist is getting paid 150, you know what I say? You know what, man? Yo, let me throw you 175. All right, 175. Now they like, oh, you know what? Yo, KingzNDreamz just laced me with another 25. Yo, who looked out for me, this, that, and the third, and you never know who that artist may know. So I may say, hey, you know what? Let's just say this is a hip hop artist, right? So let's just say like I'm trying to get like a Latin artist or something. And he's like, yo, you know what? Yo, that's my bro. Like, you know what I mean? My cousin know him, whatever. Yo, I could get you a nice deal for him, right? So now I looked out for him, he looks out for me. So what I'm saying is that the brand is more or less important, more important than the money.
Right. So Raze, let me ask you this question. It's gonna be kind of like that same question. Now you go to Dominican Republic a lot, you go to Cartagena a lot, right? So it's easy, it's very easy to get into the trap where you can just record women and your channel can blow up.
Yes.
It can blow up fast.
Yes.
Now, would you rather go for the money and do that, or would you want to have a channel that focuses on the brand that you bring?
Oh, that's a great question. And Lord knows, the Flyboy Way and KingzNDreamz, I want to say brand. I really do. I really do want to say brand so much. I really. But I need the money. I need the money, and I need the money bad. So I'm not gonna lie. Whatever brings me the money fastest, I'm going for the money. I can't lie.
I don't want people. See, this is where I don't want people to think that either one is better than the other. It's not. It's not better than the other.
Yeah, definitely.
There's two different ways of thinking. Like for the longest, I'm like, all right, what if I don't put it on my channel, but start a whole nother channel where I just show nothing but women? I know that channel will blow up. It would
right. Like, like I know, like, okay, perfect example, right? So like, so for like my channel, like I'm building it organically, and I know it's gonna take some time to build, especially like I'm talking about RP content. For those who don't know, that just means red pill content. So I'm talking primarily about that, right? So like now, if I flipped it, it was just showing like a bunch of females. Oh yeah, my page is gonna skyrocket. But it's like now it's like dang, like I just sip from I sipped for the money, right? And it's like now it's like I'm not really living behind what I'm really talking about.
Mm-hmm. In a way, yes.
In a way, right? I mean, yes, yeah, of course I'm gonna show women, but what I'm saying is, like, if I'm just walking around with a camera, just showing like women all day, and I'm not talking anything about men bettering themselves, and all I'm doing is showing poom poom all day. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's simple, like I said. I just don't like. I don't usually like. I don't like when people say it's a bad thing to do either one. Like I'm like, people want to do what they want to do. The issue I have is just, man, it would be so easy to do it, man. Just make
Well, here's the thing. Yeah. So I mean, again, I don't want people on here to think that I'm saying it's a bad thing. What I am saying is that I agree that like there's good things and bad things no matter what you pick, right? So there's gonna be an upside to showing a lot of ladies, and then there's gonna be a downside to that, right?
I don't know if there's a downside to be honest.
To YouTube there is sometimes. To YouTube.
Because
to YouTube,
because
that's
right,
the audience.
because your channel could get demonetized.
I don't understand. I don't see. There's a lot of channels on YouTube, and I'm going to answer a Muhammad Ali question in a second. But I don't understand because I'm not behind the scenes of these channels. But there are a lot of channels that are doing nothing but walking and showing women that be having like 1.6 million views across the channel. So I don't know if they get paid for these videos. I don't know if there's really a downside to it. I mean, aside from not being able to get your brand out, like I wouldn't do it because my brand is more showing people the black perspective, but I don't want the black perspective to be only about women. But I can't. I don't know if it's really a downside, man.
Well, I mean, okay, so it's a downside. So it's a downside, like for me, for you, Raze, I haven't checked out your page yet, but I will check out your page after this. So like I actually know Fly personally, so he's actually the one that got me on YouTube. But like a page like yours and mine, like that would be the downfall because if you're talking about like black man's travel, like right, and then like like a page where it's just walking around, just showing women, and the person's not saying anything. You're just walking up and down the street, like I've seen those videos, and you like, man, 1.7 million just to show boom boom. I mean, yo, that's smart. It's smart. It is smart. It is smart. It is smart. It is smart. But here's the thing: you can't label it Black Man's Guide to Travel because you're not saying anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to give them pointers and all that. Like you might as well just say like best looking woman of Medellin or Cartagena or whatever. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to label it something like that.
Hey, King, it's my guy because if you show me a video full of beautiful, fine honeys walking the strips of these countries, I'm black, so that's my guy. As a black man, that's my guy.
It's still a guy.
I'm gonna be booking that flight out there.
Right. No, I feel you.
Hey, Muhammad. Here's the thing. I advertise both on. I don't advertise as much on Facebook, but I do use Facebook on Instagram because Instagram is owned by Facebook. So I advertise on Instagram, and it helps my Instagram grow, but not as much my YouTube as much. However, the best to help your YouTube grow the best, it's best to use Google AdSense. Like Google AdSense is if you have the right video. If you have the right video, let me give you an example. I don't promote videos, the Black Man's Guide. The reason why I don't promote the Black Man's Guide is because if you promote a video like that, you don't get paid for it. Whenever you pay Google ads to let me take this down. Whenever you pay Google ads to promote your video, you don't get paid for the views. So I don't touch the black man's guide with my thing. However, I do have videos like let me show you. I do have videos. I do have videos like shorts, like a short I just did. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Let me share this screen real quick because I want to show them while I do it, man. Window. I gotta open another window. Hold a second. Boom. Here we go. There we go. Window. Let's open this window right here. And then let's 1 second, y'all. Let's share. All right, there we go. Oh, it went, I like this new. This new is pretty cool. And let's go to the Flyboy way. Let me show you why. Check this out. Now, I told you guys I'm doing the thing with YouTube Black, right? YouTube Black. Now I don't promote the black man's guide, but where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
Hey, I'm hearing that.
Yeah, Raze, you got your computer watching the video too?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta mute the video.
Oh, let me see. Let me mute.
Not you, but just mute the video.
Can you hear anything now?
I think it's better. No, I can hear it.
No, you gotta you gotta mute Fly on YouTube, not on StreamYard.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
I did it before too. It's a rookie mistake. I trust me, I did it before too.
Let me see.
And then for those, this is the question I'm answering, everybody. He says, does advertising help, right, on YouTube and Facebook? Now, this is like a tip for anybody starting a YouTube channel. I don't promote. Is that me still? I don't know. Is that me?
Yeah, I'm logged out. I'm logged out of the YouTube now. As far as that, I don't know.
We'll go. All right, so I don't promote my Black Man's Guide because if you promote a video, you can't get paid for it. And my Black Man's Guide is my top money bringer on my channel.
Right.
But I do promote some shorts, and some videos. Like when I first come back and I do the video with the music, I'll promote that. Here's why. If you do YouTube hashtag YouTube Black, right? You see my video right here that has 66,000 views in 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, it has 66,000 views because I promoted it, right?
Got you. Voices creators, right?
Right. Now that allows you to be seen at the top of the list whenever somebody goes up and Google it. So or when YouTube's it. Now, with the importance of that is that now when YouTube, who for all intents and purposes are going to select some people for the YouTube Black thing and then advertise that stuff, when they advertise that stuff and people actually go to see the other people, now they will see you too. So if let's say King James is in the red pill community, right? If King James promotes a video on Google AdSense, right? And those 66,000 views, it also depends what you're saying in the video, whether or not people want to watch through it. But those 66,000 views cost me $250. So it cost me $250 with 66,000 views, and now every time it's at the top of the list, they're gonna watch it. So let's say King James pays $250,000 views, $250 to get his red pill content. Now, whenever Kevin Samuels comes up and Kevin Samuels puts a red pill content up, he might be first, but then you might see King James second. So the people who are searching for red pill content will see Kevin Samuels and then they'll see King James. And guess what happens? When they see the numbers, they're going to click King James and they're going to want to learn more about him. So Google AdSense is pretty much the best way to boost your channel.
Wow. Oh, okay. So yeah, so you mean running ads, like paid advertisement.
Paid advertisement, but not on the videos that you own completely out.
Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
You're not on the videos that you. I'm trying to get. How do you do it? I don't do this, but I don't do it like this. This one here. What's the other one? I'm trying to get this thing right. There we go. I wouldn't do it on the videos that I own completely out. But if you can make a short or do something like that, it works wonders, man.
Okay, yeah, I understand. I tried that, and you know what?
Mm-hmm.
They said no, because I had a clock tower, Cartagena clock tower video that I wanted to run as an ad.
Right.
It was like, oh no, you don't. No, you don't.
What happened?
It's too much booty in that video. They're like, we kind of don't really accept these types of videos for advertising. It's a clock tower in Cartagena,
Yeah. It's a way around it though. It's a way around it.
I'm trying to figure it out. Fly boy.
You have to not put it in the first 2 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah. The first 2 minutes. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, James.
No, I was gonna say, I also learned this. I think I learned this from you, Fly, and then also I learned this. I learned this from a battle rap blogger. I don't know if anybody watches battle rap, but a dude that I keep in contact with, he's also been helping me on my page, is Chris Unbiased Review. And so, like, before, like, how the battle rap starts, like they put like previews of like they put like previews for like maybe like 2-3 minutes before they put the battle on. The reason why they do that is because in the battle you got people cursing, using bad language and stuff like that. So once, like, because YouTube, like if you start cursing like outside of like the first 2 minutes, your video is going to be seriously demonetized. Or if you're showing, poom poom or whatever, like anything that's like deemed inappropriate, like they're going to be very strict about it. So definitely maybe around like the 3 to 4 minute mark, that's when you kind of want to, really show like, all right, this is it.
Also the thumbnail. Like they got the thumbnail too,
a
couple times. Because the thumbnail, now here's the thing, if it's the generated thumbnail and it has a woman's body in it, they'll let it slide. But if it's a custom thumbnail, they'll pull that right out and say no, not advertising suitable.
Oh,
yeah, if it's a custom thumbnail and it has a woman, but if it's one of the, how they give you 3 choices, one of those, they'll let it slide.
It's fine.
But yeah, man, like I'm definitely gonna check your channel when I get back. But shout out to Big Boss, Real Talk in the building.
Big Boss.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel too, man. Here's the thing, like Brandon, I told people before, and we're gonna end this soon, but I told people before why when I started doing YouTube, one of the reasons why is because I didn't like when people did this, when people just walked and filmed the women. I didn't like it at first because I was like, well, you're not interacting with them. I didn't like it at first. Then I realized that if it wasn't for these type of videos who are able to film every day, people would never see my channel because I don't post videos every day. Well, now I have, but before I don't post videos every day internationally. So let's say I got a Black Man's Guide to Cartagena, right? Or Black Man's Guide to Medellin, and it's in Colombia, right? And
right.
If there's nobody doing the walking videos in Colombia, then my video would never pop up next to them. Therefore, people wouldn't be able to click my video. But because there's so many people doing the videos like this, they end up. Look, for example, watch this. Let me just. I like this because Rami Peso. I'm gonna add you to this stream real quick, Rami. But give me a second, man. Give me a second. Let me show you.
Rami Peso. Make sure that's Rami Peso. Make sure that's the real Rami Peso. I mean, just make sure.
Oh yeah, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the Lapeef network, but
yes.
Yeah. You heard what happened with Amira?
Oh yeah. I've heard about that, but I don't understand how that works. Hey, let me see. Hey, Rami, you there? Hey, Rami, you there? For now. Hey, Rami, I'll come right back to you. Let me just say this real quick. All right, so check this out. Let's bring the screen up. All right, so boom. Like this. Let me show you what I mean by that. Look, if I go here, right, and I Google and I put in, now it's gonna be different because I'm signing to my name, so it's gonna show a lot of mines anyway. But Colombia, let's put Medellin, Colombia women, or not women, Medellin, Colombia. That's kind of thing. Now, you see all these? Shout out to Rami Travels too. A lot of these are just walking videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it wasn't for all these walking videos, mine wouldn't pop up.
Right there you go.
This was a previous watch. Mine wouldn't pop up because it wouldn't be that many people searching for it.
Right.
So it's definitely good because with walking videos they can do it every day, and it helps out the algorithm. But I can understand some people not liking it. I can understand it, man.
Yeah, and that's the catch-22, man. I think it helped my channel when I was showing a woman. I went to Cartagena, took that trip out. My channel got a boost. I was just doing wrestling content, wrestling reviews and stuff like that.
Right.
Even in the beginning, but my channel got a boost once I started talking about Dominican Republic, places to live for cheap and this and that.
Yep.
I got a little boost. And then I said, you know what the heck? Let me go to Cartagena. I went to Cartagena the first time. Channel blew up. It got me past this 1,000 subs now because of women. Clock Tower, Club Delirium, Club Space, Dos Evita.
Yep.
And I do my regular stuff in the Matrix stuff too. But hey, it helped. It helped give me a boost. I mean, people like the woman. So I can't just straight up, denounce the viewers that like the woman because they helped me get to where I'm at right now, monetizing everything. So I'm not gonna. So it's a fine balance. It's a fine balance.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
So do you still post the wrestling content as well as the cartoon, or just
actually no? What I do is people would see the poster and they're like, hey, you like wrestling, this and that. They would ask me questions on the lives, but it's more travel stuff. But I do answer questions about wrestling, but I don't start out the video with wrestling stuff like I used to, like in the very, very beginning.
See, so even though that helped you get the money, you kind of still balance it out.
Mm-hmm. Yes. In the lives, because people do ask me questions about wrestling,
right? During
the lives.
But you find a way.
Don't do a topic about the wrestling.
No, I understand. Because see, and that's another thing too. Like I said, that's another thing too. Like this is what I was bringing up the Zoom to Thailand thing.
Right.
Zoom to Thailand, all his stuff is focusing on Thailand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's easier to get that momentum behind it and fly because it's all in one thing. But as you said, when you try to mix the two, like mix wrestling with that, it slows down your progress.
The algorithm the algorithm starts acting funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're able to the fact that you're smart, you were smart enough to know if I put this poster in the back, I have the shirt on, people might actually ask about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
What? So people might ask about it, and then I can still get
even though common interest. But still talk about traveling, Colombia, Dominican Republic stuff. To feed the algorithm. Yeah.
Let me see. Mama, we're gonna ask if we're gonna go 3 more minutes, and then we'll let the final questions. Final comments to everybody. So if you got any questions, ask them now. We'll go not 3 more. We'll go 5 more minutes. We'll do over 15. 7 more minutes. We'll do the 1:15.
Raze, I just gave you a sub, bro.
Oh, thanks a lot. Matter of fact, let me return the favor. Return the favor because, like I said, I'll be saying in my live that I'll be trying to help the travel bros and all the haters and that Rami Pesos guy that you were trying to bring up. Technically, he is a troll, but I don't know. I think that person was a fake Rami Peso. I want to let you know the inside because he'd be going at it with BMT, Black Men's Travel. So I don't think that's a real Rami Peso because he was always hiding his face. So that he was about to bring up showed his face. He showed his face by accident on Fit Travels Live the other day. And it was by accident. It just came up by accident. It was people caught a screenshot. I don't think that was the real Rami Peso that you were trying to bring in.
Yeah.
So
they did that at they did that to Amira at the Lapeef Network, like one of like their regular like guests that like call in or whatever.
Right.
The dude made like a fake profile of the dude, fake picture. And then he started saying very bad things to no, I don't want to demonetize Fly. But he said a lot of bad things to somebody that was not a part of the Christian community. If you know.
That does. Like I said, the whole thing is, I don't know. I've never really watched those videos. Honestly, whenever it's a video, if it's ever a video pop up with one creator talking about another creator. I never do. I'm too black orientated for that. For me, I'm just too black. Growing up in the hood, it's too much. But Muhammad Ali says, can you explain why certain guys get 500,000 views in their travel video in 2 days? Are the numbers fake? Not necessarily, because YouTube is real big on fake on catching people with fake numbers.
Right.
What it is this? 2 ways. If you understand how the algorithm works, you could put it in, like I say, kind of like the Zoom thing. Like if you put everything that's exactly like, if you talk about one subject on your page for a bunch of times, your algorithm will pick up and you'll do numbers on every video. The other thing is sometimes people pay to promote it. So you'll see somebody like I told you I paid $250. I paid $250 for 66,000 views, right?
Right.
If I paid $500, I would get almost 600 views, right? So if I pay $500, I can get 600 views. Maybe not in 2 days, but I guess that's. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Man, yeah. I don't think those are fake at all. I think those are just guys that got a lot of subscribers, and sometimes they hit the algorithm. We trying to beat the algorithm. Flyboy, you beat the algorithm already. I'm trying to beat the algorithm. The King's Network, we're trying to tap that algorithm.
Here's the thing, though.
Hit the algorithm.
Here's the thing, though. I beat the algorithm before the change. There was actually a change in the algorithm
KingzNDreamz,
2 years ago where they started.
You found me?
They started computer generating stuff.
Go ahead.
No, they started computer generating stuff to knock certain videos off. Like when I blew up like 2 years ago. My channel blew up 3 years ago. Or it was because I was doing videos in Colombia. That's when the Colombia algorithm was perfect. Like if you in Colombia, you would blow up. I think back then when I met Ace, he had like, when I started following Ace, he had like, I want to say 2,000 subscribers. When I met him, he had like 5. And when I met him, we was both in Carnival in 2018 or 2019. Was in Carnival Barranquilla.
That was 20.
No, that was 2018.
Oh, you talking about before I got there? Yeah.
Before, no, in Carnival, we met in 2019, right? And because we was both in Colombia at that time, Colombia was rocking. So we blew up out of that. But now it's not the same because they flagged those videos. So that's why you can see people go to Colombia and they might do a little bit more numbers, but it's not going to be that big jump where you can go 20,000. I went 20,000 like in less than a year. I got 20,000 subscribers in less than a year.
I think it's because DR, everybody was in DR. So now when you did Colombia, it wasn't that many. So you was able to hit that algorithm and jump real quick. Mm-hmm. I'm coming in too late. I'm too late. You know, I'm trying to get to Colombia, trying to get that boost, and I can't do it because it's too late. I don't know if it's the Colombia thing or if it's just the being able to put women in videos. I think that's the thing they started catching because when you put women in videos before, it was just flying out and everybody would click them. Yeah.
But now the computer catches that. The computer catches all that stuff.
You're right. Hey, KingzNDreamz. I think I got you right there. I don't know if that's you. You got a premiere coming up?
Yeah. I got a premiere coming up tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Your mental. Okay, so I got you. Yes, I'm gonna put the sub. Guys, please sub the KingzNDreamz.
Yes,
Whitewashing Network also, of course. And Raze, please. I need all the help I can
get. yes. Buck Travel says the algorithm loves to be confused. If you're in Medellin one day and another day, content from Brazil. This is how Rami. No, honestly, it's the consistency. I'm gonna tell you, Rami. I shout out to Rami, man. I'm cool with Rami Travels. Mm-hmm. Rami was consistently posting the same videos, and like I said, it was the same way. If you post the consistent videos in the same place, and then you go to another place and can post consistent videos that's similar, and you know how to tag them right, it's gonna take off. It's gonna take off. But you got to do. I don't have the availability to post every day. If you post every day for a month, it's going to take off. That brother Barbara TV video talking about Cartagena roughly 2. Wow, that's crazy.
1 bedroom there, Boca Grande.
Yeah, he said that's crazy.
250,000. 250,000 a night.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Raze, you want to answer that one?
Yeah, for Raze, you can mix the two by going to different countries, checking out the different wrestling scenes, maybe add a few chica wrestling. I'm gonna add a few chicas in there. Hopefully YouTube allows it because I'm gonna be in the gyms out there in Cartagena. I'm gonna be in I'm gonna be having some workout videos, but not with me.
That's
dope. But with me a little bit, but the chicas. Hey, Flyboy. Educational. You know YouTube allows naked yoga on their platform.
Yes.
Because education.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yo, it's so weird. Like they won't allow me to film the Brazilian Carnival Samba drum with the girl with the naked chest without X-rating it. But I literally seen shout out to what's his name? Waldemar. Shout out to Waldemar in Africa. He literally went to a village where all the women had they breast out. It's picky and choosy, man.
It's picky and choosy.
It's picky and choosy, man. You can't even. Yeah, it's weird.
So I said I'm going to go to Cartagena. I'm going to go inside the gyms. I'm going to have some workout videos with some fine beauties out there. They're going to be some tight spandex. And it's going to be educational. I'm going to be counting 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Keep going. Educational YouTube. Educational. This is teaching people how to stay fit. You can't delete that YouTube because it's educational.
YouTube sports videos like talking weekend games do well on YouTube. Yeah, I mean that's another thing too. If reaction videos do very well on YouTube. Right. But like I said, it's once again it brings it back to the beginning, and we're gonna end it here. We're gonna make sure that you guys say the last thing. But once again, it brings it back here. Your brand is what you stand for on YouTube, right? If you want to be Red Pill, if you want to be a travel bro, if you want to be a PUA dating coach, if you want to be a finance guy, that is your brand. Now you can branch off of it into something else, but when the money makes you change your brand, for me it won't work because for me it doesn't work for me because of what my brand is. My brand is Black empowerment. My brand is telling my story. My story is my brand, and I can't change my story because it would change me. However, I fully understand when you go for the money because it's important. So King James, while Razor is out, you want to give your last 2 cents on this topic?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Depending on what your channel is, if your brand, like if you have a channel like mine, like I talk about RP content. I'm also going to be talking about traveling as well, and finances, physical and mental health. So we actually have to engage in conversation, right? So and also Flyboy as well, the Black Man's Guide to Traveling. So we have to engage in conversation. So can't just walk around with a camera not saying anything, right? So so just kind of take heed to that, and then also when you're doing this, when you start a channel, make sure that this is something that you truly want to do, because it will really show, like, if you really have the passion to do this. It does take a lot of hard work. I'm learning that. Flies told me that. I'm learning that, and but I'm on the grind, man, and I'm building this page. So it is what it is. Last thing I'll say before I drop, man. Appreciate Fly for allowing me to come on the show tonight. Came here a little late because I was actually recording myself, but it's all good, man. Make sure y'all follow me, man. The name KingzNDreamz, YouTube, Instagram. Got a video dropping out tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably at some point at the beginning of February, you will see Fly and I do collaboration. So be on the lookout for that. Razor, shout out to you. I'll reach out to you as well, man. And thank you, brothers, for the interesting conversation tonight, man. And salute to everybody, man.
Salute, man.
Yeah, salute, KingzNDreamz. Yeah, I'm subscribe. I pressed that subscribe button, so you got a new subscriber.
Razor Ray, what do you think? Like, Like, talk.
Appreciate you, bro.
You know, how do you? Because you have 16. How long you been on YouTube?
But like 1 year now. Took me like a year to get monetized. It was a long road.
Right, but the biggest change occurred when you switched to the Cartagena and Dominican Republic content. Yes.
Yes, Dominican Republic first. I was doing apartments in Cabarete, Sosúa, North Coast Dominican Republic, and I was getting some momentum with that. I said, you know what? I need to stick to the travel stuff, and then I said I was gonna go to DR for like 6 months in January of 2021, but they put that 12 noon, that crazy 12 noon curfew on. I said, oh hell no, it's not gonna happen. I'm not doing no 12 noon curfew on the weekend. So I said, let me look, let me search, and I found Cartagena, Colombia, and I said, let me go there. Their curfew was like 2 a.m. in the morning. I said, I can deal with that. I went out there and I loved it, and since then I've been doing Cartagena content, you know, with the females, whatever, you know. And it gave me viewers and subscribers, so what, you know, I can't complain.
Hey, see, and I'm gonna say this. Although I am for the brand, I'm at the point now where I understand if you do a certain other type of stuff to get past that monetization. Right. Now, once you get to that monetization, you can go back to doing whatever you want to do. But I understand because of the switches in the YouTube algorithm, because of the hardness as a Black creator to get to that point, and because of what I spoke about earlier with the people at the top of the YouTube platform who give the guidelines to the maybe Black or Hispanic people who do the judging of what is advertising to. Because of that whole system, I don't hold anything against anybody now if you do whatever you got to do to get to that monetization. Now, once you monetize, after that, it's up to you to really do it. But I honestly now, even though I'm brand loyal, bro. You kind of got not just in general. You kind of got to do what you got to do to get to that monetization level, because it's difficult, man. It's possible because there's so many people doing so many different types of content. You got to hop on a wave until you get to monetization. I don't see it any other way. It's hard. It's hard to see it way in this era.
You got to give the people what they want. You got to give the people what they want.
At least
the movie Gladiator. Entertain the crowd, win your freedom.
To me,
no, that's true. That's true.
At least until you monetize. Like after you monetize, but because the whole thing is this: if you never get monetized, but you got all this content, that's awesome, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing as saying if a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound?
Bingo.
It's like
bingo, the fly boy. Excellent.
You can't make it. It's sad that YouTube has put us to this thing because the algorithm changes, but it's the way it is, man. You can get upset. I try to tell people not to get upset about it. Just find a way to find a way to get it done. Because honestly, right now, 100%. If I had to start over, if something happened to my channel and I had to start over, I would come straight out with the women videos. It'd be interactions. But it's gonna be every video. It's gonna be how women look in Miami Beach. How women look. I'm coming out with that just so I can get back to monetization, and then I can switch it back up and start putting out this guy. Because man, listen, they making it almost improbable to monetize.
You're right. Man. You're smart. You know what the guys want, man. And the only reason I wouldn't really do too much female videos anymore is because of the new regulations for YouTube. That's it. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, if they were still like letting you get away with that stuff, I'm doing female videos, even if I don't say a word.
See, I've got so many videos of mine that have females in it, chopped up 18 and over, and banned and not advertising. Now I kind of know what you got to put to grasp people's attention, and because we're supposed to be ending this soon, I'm gonna say, I'll tell you, what you want to try to do is this, man. Let me show you what you want to try to do. Before at the stream, you want to try to do this. Shout out to Rami. You see what Rami did right here?
Yeah.
Where he put the girls up front, close picture like this. This is what you want to do, man. If you want to blow your channel, you want to do this. I'm gonna show you how I on my channel even do it in a way. Even with the black man's guy, look at this picture. You see this picture?
Which
the
one?
First one.
The first one, the black man's guy.
Oh yeah.
You see how that is a woman.
Oh yeah.
If you look on my video, right, and you'll start to see anyone who's really getting views is doing this. Regardless of what the topic is, there's a way that you can put a woman in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And it just shows you, if you pull up the YouTube analytics, it shows that thumbnails with women in it get clicked 85% of the time more than men.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
85. So every video, even if it's a video or anything, it has a woman in it.
Look at that.
These
You're
videos,
right.
yeah, but every video, even when I'm with my little, look at this, look at the difference. This is me and my daughter, my son. Me and my son right here. We got 1,000 views, right? Me, my son, and a woman, just a bit of a woman in the background. Just a bit of the woman in the background. This many views.
Wow.
It's just the way it is, man. So like I said,
that's the truth.
You can get with the program or you can not get the program. You can be all about your brand. I'm all about my brand. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, though, you got to get monetized.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I don't blame anybody for doing whatever you got to do to get monetized, and then after that, then we'll talk about it. But I appreciate you guys for coming out. I'm gonna make sure Razor, make sure you send me that DM on Instagram so I can put the link in the bio. I'll put King James link in the bio also. And
okay.
I appreciate everybody for coming out. Okay, Big Boss. You ready to see? Okay, I see.
Yes. Big Boss, real talk.
Last question, Jay Lee. Yo, what's good in Mexico, Cancun, and leaving next week? They're good-looking women there for the low. Colombian, Dominican, yes. Well, Dominican, no. Colombian and Venezuelan women in Mexico, yes. Uber Beats. Hit me up on Instagram for more of that. But all right, fellas, it's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.